All right, here with Joe Kowalski. Joe's going to give me a preview of Service Monster 6. He won't let you see the screen, but I guess he wants you to see my reaction.
And you're going to send me this.
Be getting googly-eyed and drooling at the mouth over how wonderful this all is.
That's the idea. Yeah, this is my life's work for the last 5 years.
Hopefully you can see the reflection of the screen in my spectacles.
Do a little data analysis.
So we're in Joe's office here, which is kind of nondescript. Some of his employees got bigger offices than this. Don't you have a refrigerator or a wine cooler?
No drinks or nothing.
He's got a C++ manual though for dummies. What's with the mix-a-lot thing here?
I used to be an audio engineer.
Okay.
That was my education. I did Foo Fighters at one point. Worked with Barrett Jones,
really?
President of the United States of America. I've recorded Dave Grohl's X-Files. At Robert Lang
What was
Studios.
that hit
back
of the
in
President of
95.
the United States? What the heck was that song? That one hit.
Remember. Yeah.
Anyways. Alright, so the URL is
Local. So
local something or other. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're in for a whole new look, right?
Yeah. So this is Service Monster 6 prior to logging in.
Okay. Still got that horrible monster logo. I always give you a hard time about. You sticking with him?
Absolutely.
Is this going to be the?
Still working on the homepage, but
Okay.
let me go through some of the sections for you. So we've really refined some of the shortcomings of Service Monster 5. We've done order management very well, job scheduling very well, payroll, all that, or not payroll, accounts receivable and so forth. We were missing a handful of areas, and we kind of crowbarred them into 5. For instance, leads, right? Leads are the concept where you have your web form, and the lead presents there, and it's kind of like a buffer or holding area, because you get so much junk through that mechanism.
Now, shouldn't there be a timestamp on yours? I mean, what order is this in right here?
Right, again, we're working through,
Okay.
but it is this is chronological. We just don't have that displayed. I can go through grids for you, but let me go through this kind of overall arcing idea. So the leads themselves pop in, and then you decide whether or not you want to graduate them or not, right? So if I have one that's
I'll try it. Don't speak in nerd speak too much.
Yeah.
Graduate. That means develop the lead, call them back.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Or take the lead and accept it and move
Okay.
it forward into the pipeline, into your business.
Will there be a
pipeline.
plus rating system on here saying we think this is actually a real person with dirty carpet?
It's apparent when you look at this, because
Okay.
a lot of the spam junk is just like if you're maintaining a blog,
Yeah.
right? You get that spam and you just delete.
Right.
But if it's decent, if you think it's a valid person, then immediately you should do one
A
of
lot
two
of it's
things.
just on their email.
Yeah, the lead sheet here tells you exactly where they're looking for, email address, phone number. I can accept or accept with opportunity. And the idea here is that in opportunities, we're introducing a place where you can actually manage your sales pipeline. So I can have an open opportunity, and I can work that opportunity through my pipeline, right? If I want to qualify it, and now it's qualified, and move through. And I told you we're going to blow things up, but let's go through here. And see.
Now you're expecting the mom and pop operator to know what a drip campaign is. Are you going to simplify that term, or
No, not at
you're
all.
going to leave it?
Absolutely.
That's become modern English.
That is had, yes.
Okay.
Here's the opportunity itself. It presents you with the account information if you navigate to the account, as well as the site, of course. Any estimates that you have for that. So if you are pitching a commercial account with multiple estimates,
Okay.
you can win any of the estimates
Will
here.
iPhones, iTablets, whatever you call them, will they be using Google Maps or
We already are. Mobile 3 is using
It's all Google
Maps.
Maps, okay.
It's all tied in.
Whether you're on.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep. And then here I can create activities, kaboom. I can create new activities on the fly or inline, and they become kind of like a news feed for the lead, right? And then so as you're making phone calls and reaching out to them and processing, let's say it's a restoration job, right? And you've called multiple times in order to land the job or work with those people. That's what opportunities will allow you to manage, is those more complex commercial accounts, sales pipeline, and the restoration account sales pipeline.
So a company like mine that does very little commercial and they're just treated like residential because they're just restaurants or whatever.
You don't see the missing piece in
We can
Service
leave that
Monster.
stuff out.
That's right. You
Yeah.
don't even pay attention to it. You can take a lead if you're doing web forms, or you have an external company that's using our API, or if you're using someone in the marketplace, dumping data in like Fiddlebug or so forth. And they'll show up here. Fiddlebug doesn't do it, they do direct, but they should be pushing to leads. We didn't have leads when Fiddlebug developed their tech. So they kind of developed a different way. But you don't care, you come in lead and you just have to do it as an account and you move on. So let's talk about the grids real quick. One of the biggest phone calls we have is, I really want to customize my grid. And we really spend a lot of time on
You
that.
say grid, what do you mean?
This
home screen?
list.
Okay.
So this list is predominant. The Service Monster 5 grid represents 40% of the application, right?
Okay.
You see that grid everywhere. You've got the search and you've got the paging and you've got the filtering, right? And they're all set up very similar ways. Well, in Service Monster 6, you get all the Service Monster 5 tech, along with some additional features. I can reorder, and I can actually choose which columns I want to see. And we've significantly extended what you're looking at.
Yeah, I've been carrying around a tripod for the past 5 days. First day I don't have it in my pocket. We're gonna let you have a lunch. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
So notice now, the columns that I picked are there, and we get that question a lot because
And they
Service Monster
save.
5, yeah, they'll save with
Save
your
the order, okay.
They'll save and the order and the width and the, if I.
So what's your training gonna be? Because in the case of my daughter, she's familiar with how it is. She's not very computer savvy.
It'll
And
be
now you're
very.
gonna throw this thing at her.
Yeah, so beta opens up in a couple weeks, and that's where we're going to
She's
start
gonna be
getting
able to call in and get a walkthrough, or you
Oh,
got
no.
a video, or
closed beta.
But no, when 6 takes over, and one
Yep.
day she logs in and is
Yep.
looking at this, and she's got questions.
Oh yes, full training and so forth. But you can run 5 and 6 concurrently. That's one. Number
that
2,
should
we're
learn
not
it.
going to force people to 6.
Will there be a toggle switch or something?
You'll be able to bounce back and forth. Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Our technology, our login technology, will certainly allow for that.
What's the schedule look like? Is that
September 6th, September 7th is launch.
so right now you hit schedule, there's nothing there?
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah. Schedule.
Do a weekly view.
So here I am in weekly view. Let's see if we can
Okay.
find some jobs. Demo data. Let me find a fuller schedule of this.
So this is what, work truck, sales route, and
The
delivery kind of?
different routes that you have.
So you can pick those little icons?
Yeah, I've still got some design work to do on the pop-up card and the information, but I've got the job, which can include now the order information. You can just see right there. So you can see what's
But
going
you're
on.
not typing there, where are you
No.
typing to get the show in there?
Once you're filling out an order in one of multiple places. Let me show you the coolest screen, one of the coolest screens in Service Monster 6. It's the quick
The
add.
lightning bolt?
Yep, quick add.
Quick add.
So here's the problem. I've been through so many freaking conversations where it starts off with, well, when I answer the phone, I ask them, have you used us before?
Right.
Because I have to search for them if the answer is yes.
You want to find them quickly. And
Right.
right now you got two different places to look for.
Right.
Sometimes one works, sometimes the other doesn't.
And not only that,
Yeah.
but sometimes they don't remember the right answer to the question. And so you'll start creating a record when you actually have them in the database, or you'll never find them and you'll spin your wheels on that. So here,
the last 4 digits of their phone number works well on that left.
it does,
part.
but check this out. So I just start typing, I start having a conversation. I can even do the last 4 digits of the phone number. And as you fill out the information
You
for
start
what
getting
could be as a
possible
prospect,
matches here.
possible matches, and it's fuzzy search. And the cool thing that it starts to show you is, and I don't know if I've got any data here, but let's see. What's the address here?
Are you going to have the autofill address?
Yep.
Like, yeah.
So, boom. Now I've got
And
that. And
maps
I've got
there.
Right, and so if they're on the same street, if your customer's on the same street as somebody that's just calling you, you'll
Yeah.
see it. Which means you'll be able to maybe introduce that in the conversation, like, "Oh, we just cleaned for your buddy."
Well, for your girls answering the phone, are we allowed to?
Yeah,
mention
absolutely.
that?
Yeah.
Service Monster's now developing a call agent, kind of like or what do they call it? Full circle.
Full circle. Yeah.
So they're dealing in neighborhoods where they don't know anything.
Right.
So for speed, somebody calls in, says, I'm in Gloria Lane in Bellingham. That means nothing to the girl on the phone, doesn't know Bellingham from Bellevue.
Yep.
How do you make it easy for them to find that neighborhood when they go to the route? I mean, you had that color code thing, but
Right.
even that was pretty broad. And even our tiny town of Santa Cruz,
It was broad because
about
that
2 miles away, I mean, 3 hours of driving on the wrong day.
Yeah,
and you
that's
can't
true.
expect the call girl to
to know
know
that, right? And
Yeah.
that's why we're doing more Google integration, and I'll show you that in a minute.
Can Google integration like realize there's a farmer's market on Wednesday afternoons, or that's
They're getting there.
Yeah.
They're doing some pretty cool stuff.
predictive routing would be cool.
Yeah, well, let me show you the routing page. You got me running all over the place here,
That's
showing
fine.
different things, but
There's a guy who's been using Garmin for the past 5 days. Let me tell you, man.
okay, there's some work.
You ever looked at Garmin maps, working with a GPS?
So if I go here to this
It's like
day,
a carpet clean. That's
now
what
if I
you
go to
do
my
with it.
day view, and see it's, oh, because there's only one per. Matt's working on this right now.
It's kind of cool.
It's live routing.
Yeah, that's neat.
Um,
So as he's moving, dropping jobs from day to day, slot to slot, there's a map on the right that is moving around,
that's routing.
showing, it's doing the routing.
I'm trying to find a good data point here, but I'm not seeming to have very much luck. Oh, let me log into another test database here.
Is this an actual wear patina you've worn into your mouse?
Yes.
Man, that's impressive. Now that's a tech nerd. Look at that. What color did that thing start? The light or the dark color?
Dark.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never had a mouse last that long to wear that into.
And that's a wireless one too.
That's impressive.
But it is.
What the hell happened here? This button.
That's not a button. That's just a sticker or
Just
something.
have callousy hands.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I do. I homestead too, so I'm out laying
Oh
fences.
yeah, you're one of those zombie guys. Just got a machine gun turret on his roof, thinking he got enough ammo to hold him off for more than 3
No,
hours.
no ammo.
No ammo.
No ammo. No
No.
guns. No,
Oh,
haven't done that
jeez.
yet. Okay, so obviously routing. You've got that. Bringing.
Growing all your own food.
Working on it. Yeah.
You
Lots
got
of
chickens.
it. Chickens, ducks, rabbits,
I better
pigs
get,
on the
I
way.
better get some canned peaches for Christmas this year.
Yep. Anyway, so routing, you're gonna have a job board here. The other thing that's gonna be cool is unscheduled. So
Oh, people that called in and they're hanging there.
right, or a waiting list, right? So, or maybe they said, yeah, I'm gonna get you 2 weeks out, but
Not like that.
yeah, and then so you can put them on the wait list, and that way they can come here and say, oh, I'm gonna go to the wait list if I have an opening, call them up, and then fill my schedule. And because of the live routing, you can drag it around and kind of figure out live how it's going to affect the different routes. So very cool stuff there.
You got a mobile preview to do, or
No,
No.
Mobile 3 is under testing right now for final release. Actually, it was supposed to be potentially released yesterday, but QA found about 4 more things that they don't want to release for. I'll show you this. Drip
QA
campaigns.
was the room with the 12-year-olds in it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd they find?
Ben is in his 20s. Thank you very much. Full-time employee. And my son is the smartest person in this company.
Wow. You agree with that?
Yep.
Better.
All right. So drip campaigns. Who am I going to target? When do I want the activity to happen?
Yeah.
And what is the activity? So I'm going to connect that to
That's getting kind of nerdy. You're expecting the Meg Montgomerys of the world to figure this one out?
Absolutely. It's going to be
Good luck,
easier.
Meg.
It's easier. Okay, he's got
Okay.
some stuff that he's working on. Is he put? Oh, he is.
Wow,
So,
look at
so I told him yesterday. I told Aaron yesterday that the touch wasn't working for Canvas. This is developed under an HTML5 Canvas technology.
So
And look at it.
You'll be glad to know that Service Monster 6 comes with this handy manual. Just a couple hours on the toilet, you'll have it all figured
No,
out.
it's intuitive.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And so if I
How
want
is
to,
that?
well, this will be.
I don't need to learn out Dianet or DNA and cryonetics and what is all that?
You're killing me here. So check this out. The other thing about grids, so we'll just take it back here for a second. You know how you have these different views?
Yeah.
You can create a new one on the fly, just like you can campaigns. So if I add condition here, or account name Joe, boom, I've got that.
So
I enter
when
my
I buy a new
Joe
Samsung
list.
phone, there's like geezer mode on there.
Yeah.
So it's
No.
You're not going to have that.
No. It's all. Look at 90% of the time you're going to be hanging out in this
Where?
in this quick add screen, because
I like that.
right. So boom, you put in your stuff. Comes up with your possible matches.
What are these little avatars that some customers get? Who designates them those?
It's automatic.
Or it's just a shot of their house?
Let's do this. Let's
I
do
like
this.
Maybe a roof shot.
Give me your address.
1282 Sorensen.
Spell it.
SORSEN. Sorensen. There you go. Hornby Island. No, that's not me. The last one.
Because it doesn't have geo sensitivity because it thinks
We
we're
don't,
here.
we don't even have Uber.
So
Let
there,
alone geosensitivity in that.
there it goes. Plotted the map for you, right?
Okay.
Let's say I didn't find you. Save new account as Mike P.
Okay.
Been on my phone for 43 seconds. Boom.
That's across the street.
Then let's do this.
Oh man.
Are you-
Well, that's an old shot.
Is that right there? That
Subdivision hasn't been built yet.
yeah.
And the industry will love to know that our lot was a former Kingdom Hall for the Jehovah's Witnesses.
So there you go. I can say whatever I want.
And then-
Represents
and then
it. Hit save.
Oh, there's
done.
a save.
Done. And so now, if I reload this record,
That's my new avatar.
that's your new avatar. And so if I come in here and I look at Mike P.
That's cool. Some of them had headshots though. So I could take a picture
Mhm.
and designate that
Yep. Absolutely.
your favorite customer. Actually, it'd be better to put their dog on
So there it is. Look.
there.
And so Sidecar is a big feature too. We've got.
Sidecar. What's
It's got all this information. It's the
That's-
grid, and
Yeah.
as you scroll through the grid, you get the account information live. Account type, customer
Lead source.
sense, oops, touchscreen. I just got this yesterday.
We-
The last text, the average, or the total they've spent with you, the average per year they
You
spent
kind
with
of
you.
have that now, but
Yeah, but this is immediately accessible without having to dive into the record and wait for load times. The other thing that you'll notice here too is the speed.
oh, that's neat. As you go down that grid, that thing's
That's right.
slick.
Yeah.
So how fast of a computer do you have to have for this thing to work?
You'll need something that can work with a modern browser. So the GPU needs to be sent to the video card. So we're talking 3 years old and better will be no problem. And even before then should be fine, but until we get it in the wild, we don't really know.
Okay.
And so we're gonna go from there. What else is pretty cool? So report, all the new report technologies.
A blowhorn or a hatchet?
Yeah, this is a marketing, so it's a
Okay.
blowhorn, right? So you got your marketing campaigns. Let's see. My son wired this screen up. So new marketing campaign screen. You got the drip campaigns. I showed you that. Your templates, your promotions.
Where's your world famous reports?
Right here. And these are the reports from Service Monster 5 because
Ah.
you may have seen we've updated the report technology. And now we've created basically a report server that all the work goes to. And so the reports aren't embedded into 5. And so now, since they're loosely coupled, when I bring up 6, I can just tie into the report server and we get all the reports. So very cool stuff. Our platform is second to none, right? That's where I live. And this is where I've spent the last 5 years of my life developing the capabilities to build this product. It wasn't even ready when I started. The world wasn't ready when I started, but it is now. It's a beautiful thing. I'm so excited by it. Basic company info and pick lists, but things are just simpler and easier. Like when I add new item, a new value. So boom, second new, boom.
A new marketing source.
Delete and
Where would
delete.
you do that from? Or
Yeah.
lead source.
Right, those are marketing campaigns, right? So you
Yeah.
come in here and you establish a new lead source as a new lead source type of campaign, which I think I can open right now but can't create. Orders, pretty cool stuff here, especially with the sidecar. So here's the new order tech. And the first thing that you'll see here is this, resets the blow up. As I switch,
Yeah.
it switches my sidecar. So this is the detail of the order, right, that you'd see at the top block. This is site information, including service items, if there are any on this particular record. And then this is the information of the account, which is actually available to you while you're looking at the order. You could update phone number, address, and so forth. Just set your lead source and set your campaign types. And all makes it real simple.
Yeah.
Let's just try to be very good. So we've been through this quite a bit, so we must have a bigger error going on here. Then it's affecting all kinds of stuff. But yeah, okay. We've made sure that this is real simple keyboard only friendly.
Mhm.
So you can just zip through here, type in your stuff, do your backfill. And as you go through, you see your line item detail here. So remember that dot that you have to open if you want to do service items or anything crazy like that?
Hamburger Commander's deck.
It's all right there available to you on each
Okay.
line item. In addition to saving a new line item on the fly, it just makes it super, super easy.
So no chance in heck in this full 6 working on a tablet.
It will work on a tablet.
Really?
Oh yeah. So this is a touchscreen monitor, right?
Yeah.
So tablets will work great. Now the question is, yeah, no, and it'll let's see. It's I'm still working on the adaptiveness of it.
Mhm.
So obviously you're gonna see some weirdness, but we'll go here, bring this up, and so if I wanted to set it to like an iPad,
Oh, yeah, look at that.
right? And so now I can develop it using iPad. But you see how everything wraps nicely.
Let's see the quick add with the sidecar. How's that look on the screen that side?
It's a little broken up
Oh,
right now.
Where's the sidecar?
Oh, the sidecar quick add. You know? Oh, you mean yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
right there.
Oh.
Right. So again, what do?
Why
Do I
not make-
zoom it?
Well, why not make it so you gotta use it horizontal mode?
Right. In that case, that's pretty easy because this is 1024 by 768. We'll
Version.
refresh the orientation and refresh. Let's see what that gets us. And again, I haven't even played with
Even
this.
Mikey's board like that. You hold it this way,
Yep.
horizontal, you're not getting much info.
Yep.
Turn it the other way, all of a sudden there's all kinds of
All
stuff.
kinds of stuff. So
We get
not
angry
quite
phone
there.
calls about that vertical way.
Yeah.
Where's my such and such button?
Well, what we'll do is, in this case, I'm going to have to reduce the scale so I can actually zoom
yeah.
out on it and reduce its total size. But at what point then do the old timers not be able to see it anymore? So those are the design things.
So
that we're
the
working
industry will see this on September 7th.
Yes.
And if for some reason it's not ready, then you owe the industry a dozen donuts each.
I'm firing myself and everyone who works for me.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be ready.
Wow. Yeah, you've had
Yeah.
time.
And we haven't even gone into the restoration features
Yeah.
yet, and that so forth. But you got the basic gist.
Nerdy screen thing is that?
It's just a swamp. Just
It's a
grabbed it.
swamp.
My 3 monitors.
I got you. Well, hey man, thank you very much.
Not a problem.
Get my pinky out of it. I gotta go down to see the Bruder Brothers.
Oh, look at that. It's nice and fat.
Yeah, isn't that great? Hurts like hell.
Wow.
Cool.
Send me that.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
And how long was that?
22 minutes.